Hello and welcome back to Road TRIpVIA. This is episode number 940. The category is Friday Afternoon Pub Quiz. I know it's Saturday, we're a day behind, but we're getting caught up. Thank you for being patient. This is a 21 question trivia quiz, random categories, random levels of difficulty, 20 questions up front, question 21 at the very end of the video if you need to stick around for a tiebreaker. Good luck. Question number 1. A famous but fragile painting. What is the name of the piece of art that covers the back wall of the dining hall of Santa Maria del Grazie in Milan, Italy, that depicts Jesus and the 12 apostles gathered around a table? That painting is The Last Supper. Question number 2. What is the name of the popular pilot of Flight 1549 who saved 155 lives thanks to his miraculous landing on the Hudson River in 2009, who became an international speaker on airline safety and is called Sully by his friends? Sully is short for Sullenberger. His full name is Chesley Sullenberger. Question number 3. Geraldine Brooks' novel Year of Wonders, that was originally published in 2001, tells the story of 18-year-old Anna Frith and her experience with what disease which spread to her village from London in 1666? The answer is the bubonic plague. Question number 4. Its name means roofed reptile, and its most prominent features were probably too fragile for defensive purposes. With a long spiked tail, lots of large plates running down its back, and only a walnut-sized brain, what was the name of this dinosaur? The answer is the Stegosaurus. Question number 5. The result of an ancient volcanic fissure eruption. What is the name of the formation of 40,000 interlocking hexagonal basalt columns in Northern Ireland that look like a carpet of enormous stepping stones extending out into the Irish Sea? That formation is called the Giant's Causeway. Question number 6. A novel by Francis Parkman and a popular early computer game are named for what 19th century trail which saw settlers leave Independence, Missouri for a new home near the Pacific in a new U.S. territory? That novel and that computer game were called The Oregon Trail. Question number 7. Roger of Howden was perhaps the first to give this word its current meaning. The biblical word Shoah is preferred by many Jews to this word, which comes from the Greek for completely burnt. What word has been used since the 18th century to refer to the violent deaths of a large number of people? The term we're looking for is Holocaust. Question number 8. It began with a series of clashes of settlers against the Western Confederacy of Native Americans and William Henry Harrison's victory at Tippecanoe. What was this war that was officially about the seizure of naval ships and the impressments of sailors, named for the year the war was declared? That war was the War of 1812. Question number 9. Many of this author's characters are grotesquely fat and ultimately are punished for it. Bruno Jenkins is turned into a mouse, Bruce Bogtrotter is forced to eat a giant chocolate cake, Augustus Gloop gets stuck in a pipe, and Aunt Sponge is squashed by a huge piece of fruit. In stories by what author? All those come from stories by Roald Dahl. Question number 10. On November 1st, 1755, what is the name of the capital city of Portugal that was nearly destroyed by an earthquake and over 90,000 people were killed by it and by subsequent fires and tsunamis afterwards? The capital city of Portugal is Lisbon. Question number 11. Along with Sir Bors and Sir Percival, what was the name of the gallant and pure knight who went on a quest to find the Holy Grail and who ascended into heaven immediately after receiving the Grail? That noble knight's name was Sir Galahad. Question number 12. First settled in 1701 by Antoine de Cadillac, it was seized by Pontiac in 1763 and ceded to the United States by Jay's Treaty in 1796. What is this American city that later became home to the auto industry and Motown Records? The answer is Detroit, Michigan. Question 13. Most of the stones used in curling are made from this rock, and the first railroad in the United States was built to haul it across Massachusetts. What is this coarse-grained, intrusive igneous rock usually featuring large crystals that can be found in New Hampshire quarries and in kitchen countertops? The answer is granite. Question 14. Like the Greeks, but unlike the Persians and the Romans, this civilization never created a vast empire under one ruler. Their society consisted of large city-states, each with its own ruler. What is the name of this civilization that collapsed around 900 AD on the Yucatan Peninsula of present-day Mexico? The answer is the Mayans. Question 15. Nicknamed the Brickyard, there is a motor speedway just outside of what U.S. city that has a permanent seating for over 250,000 people, but with temporary seating and standing room can hold around 400,000 people, making it the highest capacity sporting facility in history? That U.S. city is Indianapolis, Indiana. Question number 16. They are more commonly referred to today as the Dalit, or the scheduled caste, and were called Harijan by followers of Gandhi. What is the English name for this lowest caste in Hinduism, so named because contact with them by upper classes was forbidden? They are called the Untouchables. Question 17. He is remembered as one of the best early American authors for his sea stories and frontier tales. His The Pioneers is the first appearance of Natty Bumppo and is the first of his leather-stocking tales. Who is this author best known for writing The Last of the Mohicans? The Last of the Mohicans was written by James Fenimore Cooper. Question number 18. He was the second person to perform a McTwist after a fellow Bones Brigade member did it in 1984. He landed the first ever 900 in 1999 just before he retired from competition. Since then, what skateboarder has produced the Boom Boom Huck Jam Tour and created ShredderDie.com? The answer is Tony Hawk. Question 19. The title character of this 17th century Charles Perrault tale helps his impoverished master achieve wealth through trickery and says he gave up hunting mice except for amusement. What is the name of this title character? This title character is Puss in Boots. And question 20. He might have been Ethiopian in origin, and many of his stories involve African animals foreign to Europe or Greece. Who was this man who is remembered for his fables, such as The Ant and the Grasshopper and The Tortoise and the Hare? This man, remembered for his fables, was Aesop. Alright, that is it for today. Thank you for watching today's episode of Road TRIpVIA. Check back later, hopefully tomorrow, for some new trivia. We'll figure it out when it gets here. You know the drill. Right now I'm in the middle of moving from England to America. I'm all packed up. Right now I'm recording out of the local library. It's the only place that has enough Wi-Fi and electrical outlets to run all the peripherals and computer that I have set up. So I'm not sure if this is going to be a daily trivia like it has been for the last 900 episodes, but I will get them up when I can. And once I get back to the States, we'll get back onto a regular pattern, marching on our way to episode number 1000. We are doing the final 50 challenge for episodes number 950 through 1000. I have about 24 or 25 entries right now, so there's room for 24 or 25 more. If you'd like to enter the final 50 challenge, all you'll do is submit a 25-question random trivia quiz. Send it to me in an email to roadtripvia@gmail.com. You'll be entered into a drawing to win $500 in September, and I will use those questions on a random trivia quiz sometime in the month of August. I think that's it. You can stick around to the very end of this video. You'll be able to click on a link, or you can go down in the description of this video, click on that link, find out all the rules and requirements to enter into the Final 50 Challenge if you're interested in that. I appreciate everybody who's already turned in quizzes. We have some great ones. I think if you're just going to watch trivia over the next month, you've got a lot of great quizzes coming up. So stick around for that. I appreciate everybody who contributes and who watches. Here is question 21, the tiebreaker for episode 940. This Roman slave who had been trained as a gladiator led a slave revolt of perhaps 140,000 slaves against Rome. What was the name of this man who was killed and his army was defeated by the army of Pompey in 71 BC? This slave's name was Spartacus. All right, that is it for today. Thank you for watching today's episode. Check back later. Not sure when it'll get posted, but episode number 941 is already up. And 942, which is the one I'm working on right now, that's called Gone Too Soon. That was a quiz that was submitted by a viewer. It's about famous people you know who passed away too early. Gone Too Soon, episode 942, that's coming up soon. See you later.